What is up, everybody, and welcome to FLW videos. We're not doing any type of intro, nothing like that. We're getting straight into the content. We are going to be focused today on the new special research that is now available in the game, all centered around Team Rocket, the Looming Shadows, and then we are also going to be talking about how to battle against Giovanni and getting yourself a Shadow Legendary Pokemon, as well as covering some of the steps for that actual special research. We have a little bit of a hiccup that we are going to have to talk about at the end of the video, but let's go ahead and jump into it. So number one, go ahead and start doing your special research. You are going to have a couple things that are going to kind of slow you down. Like I said, we will talk about that. But let's talk about just in general how to get yourself to battling Giovanni. Step number one, you are going to have to go out and battle Team Rocket Grunts. It could be any of them. You just never know what's going to end up happening with this. But occasionally they will randomly drop a mysterious component. I actually have a screenshot of that so you can see it. But what you are going to have to do is start collecting those mysterious components. Then, once you get enough, as you can see on the screen, you are finally going to be able to assemble a rocket radar. And that is going to take 6 of those mysterious components. So just kind of keep that in mind. You are going to have to get 6 of them, but the actual special research encourages you to go out and battle grunts anyways. So I do think that you are going to get some just going out there and doing it, to be honest. But anyway, so once you end up getting those 6 mysterious components, what's going to end up happening is you will make that radar that we have talked about. We've actually seen some graphics on that, so definitely interesting as far as that is concerned. And then what's going to happen is you will be able to scan the area around it for a leader hideout. So we have seen some information on the 3 leaders that are kind of combating our team leaders, you know, Mystic, Instinct, and then Valor. But anyways, we've got all that going on. So what's going to happen is you are going to battle up against those actual Team Rocket leaders. And when you do that, you're going to have to beat them. And then something that's kind of cool about this, though, is once you end up having someone find one of the hideouts, it will show up for everyone. So that's pretty cool. So once you end up finding one of those, it just shows up for everyone else who is, of course, eligible. So that's going to be kind of an interesting thing. Now, the reason why you are eventually going to want to do this beyond just doing something fun, I guess, is I can guarantee you that is going to be a part of the special research. You are going to have to take down a certain amount of leaders. I don't know if they're going to do it like you have to take down at least one of each. Not 100% sure on that, but you are going to have to take down some of these leaders to finally get to Giovanni. So let's go ahead and talk about that. So once you can end up completing this special research, so yes, technically you just complete the special research, but you are going to complete the special research like we talked about by number one, battling the Team Rocket Grunts, and then secondly, defeating the Team Rocket Go leaders. You will finally be able to beat the special research. And once you beat the special research, you are finally going to end up using the Super Rocket Radar. So not just a regular radar that we talked about earlier, but a Super Rocket Radar. And that is going to allow you to be able to locate Giovanni. Something interesting that they tried to do with this, you know, we'll see how it ends up working out, was that some grunts may pretend to be Giovanni. So it is not going to be just as simple as, oh, you go battle Giovanni. You may end up battling some that are just like fake Giovanni. So it's just going to extend the special research a little bit. Honestly, it should make it quite fun. But regardless of that, if you end up defeating Giovanni, you may be able to rescue a legendary shadow Pokemon. That whole maybe thing makes me think that we are just going to get the, you know, set of balls that you have based on how many Pokemon you purified, everything like that. So you may not be able to catch it. So that makes me wonder if you would be able to somehow do this continuously, maybe do this more than once. We're going to have to kind of wait and see. I mean, I think that that is a pretty good assumption. So let's go ahead and move on to the next graphic. And this is going to be everything related to Giovanni. And as far as the current legendary Pokemon being made available through all of this, it is going to be the legendary birds from Generation 1 with Moltres, Zapdos, and then finally Articuno. So that's going to be really cool. I actually did make a video talking about how I thought it would be a lot of fun to make these legendary Pokemon available, and then they're finally being done, so that's definitely going to be cool. Let me know which one you are most excited about. I would probably want Zapdos, to be honest. But what's going to end up happening with this is we don't necessarily know what level they're going to be at just because they are the shadow version of it. But once you purify it, it does go up to level 25, so that's equivalent of catching one of these in a raid at the weather boost level, so that's pretty cool if you don't have access to it. And then of course these Pokemon aren't even in the raids right now, so there is some added benefit from that regard. So very excited about that. But that's pretty much going to be it. I'm going to go ahead and cover at least the first 2 steps that we know related to those looming in the shadows. But guess what? We ended up getting a little bit of a time waster, something that is going to take time. We have to spin a Pokestop 5 days in a row, so unfortunately, people are going to be slowed down on that. But I can make a follow-up video once we end up getting everything unlocked and know what all is going to happen. And then, of course, talking about strategies, but you're also going to have to purify 15 Shadow Pokemon. I would recommend going for the super low ones like a Rattata, a Zubat, something like that, because it isn't going to be that expensive to do it. Just keep that in mind. Don't spend too much on this unless you really want to, like a Larvitar or something. And then you're going to have to win 5 raids. Once you complete that, of course, you'll move on to step 3, but we are going to have to wait for that to come out. Anyways, I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and let me know how excited you are about completing these looming shadows. Let me know in the comments section below, and I will see you next time. If you want to develop a deeper connection, I would highly recommend you to check out Patreon. We've got a lot of really cool things going on over there. Check out all of these supporters that we have. We are almost up to 100. We are also posting some special content, some behind the scenes work. And if that is the type of thing that interests you, I would highly recommend you to check it out.